Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Edge of Legend here on Nat 20 Productions official on Twitch. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 36, or our 101st episode. If you saw last week, you came in and watched the 100, thank you so much. Unfortunately, I won't be able to recap all of that because it was a lot, but let's get started with introductions. We'll go over some stuff. We'll go right into it. So let's start off with saying hello to Randy. Randy, please tell us who you are and who you're playing and what your pronouns are.
Hey, everybody. I'm Randy Alvarenga. I'm playing Lothier Van Linson, our very nice, kind human druid who sometimes can get scary. Our pronouns are he, him.
That's because the TikTok I posted today, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
You're like one of the few people that when you kill someone with kindness, it's not a joke for a gun. Like, here's going to be so freaking nice to you. Next up, we have Kylie. Kylie, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what those pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. I play Shionibus, the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her.
Heck yeah. Sidney, tell us your name, tell us your character, and tell us your pronouns.
No.
Damn.
Just kidding. Hi, my name is Sidney. I play Alona, the half-elf cloister cleric, and my pronouns and her pronouns are she, her.
Awesome. Well, my name is PJ. I'm the GM for Edge of Legend and Nat 20 Productions official here on Twitch. My pronouns are he, him, and tonight I'll be playing everyone and everything in between. We will not be joined tonight by Wes or Sam. Sam is off to have amazing adventures, and we hope she's safe and has a wonderful time. And Wes, I can say this with his consent, got married today. Wes got freaking married, and we are so happy and excited, and we wish you all the best. And he should be here next week. So when Wes comes back next week, he will be here as a married Mr. Wes Johnson, man person. That's, yeah.
Man. No, I'm just kidding.
Also, we have a very special guest TD tonight that we have
Yes.
to thank.
Right. We have a very special guest TD tonight. We thank them so much. We have Ryan Omega from Life Action Roleplay being our TD. So we're gonna bottom and top. Thank you so much, Ryan, for being our TD. So we could be here today. Without you, we wouldn't be. So quick recap. If you haven't had the chance to see what happened in episode 100 on our YouTube Nat 20 Prods, you can see the queen of recap. Sidney, I have no idea where you are right now. Sidney doing an amazing job of recapping episode 100. It was huge. It was all the lore about the beginning of the entire Edge of Legend universe and our pantheon. It's a lot. I'm not going to be able to give you all the broad strokes, but what I will say is this. We are going to be picking up with all the players right about now. So you all blink what feels like a split second. And when that blink is done, you wake up, your eyes are open, and you are back in the vault at New Jack City. And this is a strange feeling. It's like when you're trying to go to bed and you're just about to lull off into unconsciousness, and then you blink and you're wide awake again. Like sleeping, that memory of sleep is still in your mind. You still remember every aspect of the journey that you were on. You still remember being in the courtroom of Iodex when Gorm was sentenced. You still remember Magadon's betrayal in the Seven Glories. You still remember, well, you remember water. Bloop, 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 coming up. Something about seals and sigils and Tanin and the gods. You remember something being sealed away. But you do remember. And in this moment, you are standing there looking at a hand that used to be holding a piece of paper that was your own. The paper now gone from your sight. And this is where we're starting off episode 36 of season 2 of Edge of Legend right now.
Whoa. Does anyone else have that really strange feeling? Like, I didn't just imagine all that, did I?
No.
Thank goodness.
I Is everyone okay?
I think so.
Are Morel and Tobias here?
Yeah, you see Morella's there looking very confused. And Tobias looks shaken but zen, like when you finally relax after getting off a roller coaster.
Okay.
I like glance over there, and then like right as our eyes are about to make contact, I like do that thing where, oh, I wasn't looking at you, sort of thing.
Tobias
Oh.
is like, wherever, and just kind of continues to be very zoned out at the moment.
Well, the interesting part of that is that the rest of us don't exactly know everything that happened with Tobias. It's only Lothier because
I told you guys a little bit, but yeah, you're right.
I rewatched the episode, and all that Adariah says to the rest of God is that
Oh,
Tobias is not having a good time.
that makes it even better then. Great.
So you do that all. You're the only one that knows. The poor man.
Yeah.
I'm sure you tell us. I'm sure you tell us or not.
Now I get to think about it and let you know whether or not I tell you. All right. So we're standing here in the vault. We're trying to decide what's next for us. And all of us are kind of like standing around sort of a bit stunned after that experience, right?
I think it's safe to say that everyone's pretty shaken. Ilona is going to look at Morel to see if Morel is okay, because he was just the embodiment of a city for the past 100 centuries. And that's got to be strange for a person to be a disembodied concept with no real physical form.
He had a horizon.
You're right. Out of all that, he had a horizon. And he didn't have to fight in the really big, bad, brutal war that we all had. Unless he did. I don't know what the god of merchants would have done in the middle of that crazy battle between heaven and hell, but maybe he bribed somebody. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just putting this out there. Do you really think Morel, of all people, would be conscious enough to make a bribe?
That's a fair thing to say.
Point taken.
It's a very fair thing to say. Okay.
I guess I'd look at Ilona, because probably out of all of us before all of this, the person who would have known the most would have been Ilona, or maybe Chionabis as well, because you've been here for a long time, but not that long.
Yeah. I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Only 2,000 years.
And
but
change.
What I'd look at Ilona and I would say, so we have a bit more insight into what brought us all here, what we're fighting for and fighting against. How do we use that?
So when we were experiencing all of this, the interesting thing is that not much has changed. The most that has changed is perhaps now we understand why Gorm is silent. Because before we had no concept of why Gorm was missing from his people for thousands of years. And now we know that there is something very dark that exists in this world. And I think at this point, all of us might have seen it in one way or another. Because I know I certainly have seen things I can't possibly explain. But there was another prophecy. Seems to be the trend, right? We have the Ninth Circle prophecy. But when we were visiting Old Man Tanin and we met him for the first time, Shionibus and I were researching in the library of the Platinum Hammer, and we found two prophecies. And one of them very specifically mentioned something sealed. And
You don't think that's sealed as what's at the bottom of the ocean, do you?
oh, absolutely.
Oh no.
Oh, 10,000%. We sealed away the thing that we're going to have to fight. That gigantic god, the one that gave birth to all of the most terrible things in our nightmares, that's going to pop open. Seals are temporary. They don't last forever.
Holy moly. All right. Guess we need to figure out that after we take care of the Ninth Circle prophecy, or
I think we have to stay the course. We have to figure out how to save Tobias and make sure that the Green King, who is the most immediate threat at this point, doesn't unleash havoc on the world again. And then after that, maybe with a little bit more experience, stares at Sheeton level 8, we'll be able to handle whatever comes next.
Yeah, that'll be easy, you know. Like always. When are we not trying to save the freaking world?
That's true. Though I have to say the coolest part of what we just saw is the fact that you were Leothar and you made the astrogenic
yeah,
hunt.
you
kid.
literally were riding it. That's insane.
Do you
Guys,
remember
you
any
act
of
like
that?
I know gods and what they actually do. Like, come on. I barely know who my own gods are. Let's be real.
But you were the physical embodiment of the written word, the storyteller, the god that's so freaking cute and has pink, pearly, poofy hair,
Wait,
pink, curly, adorable.
I start looking around and I go, Mr. Ryder, Mr. Ryder.
Give me your choice. Diplomacy check. I don't want to say religion because that is way too lofty. Any spell-based check of your choice, like nature,
All right.
religion, arcana, whatever.
I'm gonna use my hero point on that.
Okay.
And
So early.
I want to talk to the storyteller. It's 18 plus whatever I choose. Let me see. 18 plus. Why is not? I opened it already. Okay. 1 second. I have to reopen it. There we go. 18 plus 19. That's 37.
That is
What
37.
the hell? Yeah,
Okay.
you speak. I hope you speak to the writer.
No, I literally just go, if the like I start saying writer and you both probably look at me and I'm like, if all of what we just saw was real, then that weird stranger dude who was writing stuff has got to be real too. The one chronicling our adventures or whatever.
That's true. I wonder if he wrote that down. I wonder if that made it in the book or if that was something that already happened. So therefore, he's rewriting the book. How does that work? Time is very confusing.
Do you think he's like immortal
Well,
and has
how
been
about
here
this?
since the beginning?
Either, and this is how I'm gonna try to get him to show up, is Mr. Ryder, if you don't come and talk to us, we're only left to just continue to talk about you in your own writing, and that's really awkward.
So as you say that, and with your 37, I do want to know, you realize at this point in time, though your consciousness has come back to your mortal bodies, you're still very much standing in that marginal space. Time is frozen. The ritual that has been disrupted is still disrupted. No one's been staring at you cluelessly. To everyone else, you're just standing there frozen.
That's
You
good.
you hear this beam of light just pierce the veil of physical reality, and you see his head come out with his brown hair and soft beard and long blue robes as he comes out. What's up? I can write all day. I'm just telling you right now, people love dialogue. This is gonna get boring pretty quick. How can I help you? What's going on?
Ah!
Wait, people actually like read it?
Well, okay. The three spooky heads read it. I don't know who's gonna read it after them. Maybe the gods will if they live. I don't know. I'm just here writing this stuff down.
If
Who are these three spooky heads? You keep mentioning them. Who are they?
Look, when you meet them, you'll know that you don't want to ask them that either. But yeah, I mean, you saw the first page in the book. You know Azamat's dying. He's been dying for 40,000 years, and one day he's gonna die. You know, I mean, you talk about prophecies all the time. You remember the Out Black Spot prophecy, right? Where he finally gets.
There we go.
Of course we do.
but maybe refresh my memory. I'm old.
I mean, only compared to some people. So the Out Black Spot says during the day of Ramalgus, Magadon finally slaughters Azamat.
I mean, I knew that. I was
Yeah.
just testing you.
Yep. Testing your notes and all of that.
All right. So what we experienced, you saw all that, right?
Yeah, in a way, like, you know how sometimes when you do when you write like an essay for a teacher and you hand them the essay, you know what they're going to experience because you wrote it. So like I kind of know what you experienced because I was writing it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I was just making sure I wasn't, losing the marbles here. But do we have anything we want to ask him?
Well, while we've got you here, Mr. Writer, sir. Wait, Kylie, did you want to say something? I saw you get excited.
No. You're good.
Okay. While we have you here, PJ, how much of so we just spent the past millennia in the forms of gods. How much of that stays in our bodies and how much of it feels like a distant memory?
Firstly, the whole experience is still pretty fresh in your minds. The only thing that for some reason seems barred, not forgotten, barred, is everything about the seals, surrounding the seals. You do remember the seals were put up deep in the water, but everything touching that and everything touching a certain moon seems like your brain is fighting this knowledge in your own skull.
Because that would be too easy, wouldn't it? It'd be too easy to give us all the answers right now. It'd be too easy. It's fine. It's fine. Why not?
Well, if you want to, you can make a religion check with a +4.
I mean, heck and why don't I?
And that applies to everyone and anyone right now.
Oh.
8.
I still roll
No.
like dog.
No.
What, Randy?
Randy,
What?
did you get a critical 20?
You got a critical 20?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck yes. Oh wait.
So
All right.
that is religion. That's a dirty. I mean, it's a 34 because my religion is not Alona levels of amazing, but
But that's still really freaking amazing, and you got a nat 20, which is way better than I rolled because I rolled a 6 in the die face.
I rolled a 9. Look at us go.
Amazing, but it's a +4, so it's a 29.
Mine's a 23.
Oh wait, that was a +4. 38.
There we go.
Jesus
There we go.
Christ.
So Randy, you're thinking back to all the very, very vivid memories you have of being Adaraya. And you all have memories of this time when you were Hamasa and Leifer, respectively. And you remember you're living in a quasi-dual state where you are both yourself and the god you're piloting at this point in time. There's this weird coexistence happening. Now, that being said, with regards to the things about the sealed away, you remember the Wormkin and the gods referring to this as the Forgotten Era. A time where, from this moment on, everything before it has been removed from memory, from timeline, from history, from cosmos and divinity. From this moment onward, everything is on track, as tragic as it is, for about 30,000 years. But this 15,000 time year span is just a weird hazy spot, and it's only Lothier who can remember that the gods have redacted these 15,000 years, called the Forgotten Era.
So that is when, to clarify, that is when all the Elder God stuff was happening.
That was around the Great Sealing. Yeah, the big sealing with all the seals underwater. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's really all. I just wanted to talk to the storyteller because
Do
That's
we
just
still have a connection to the gods that we embodied?
Who knows? Right now, you're just mortals in the margins.
I summon Hamasa. I don't give a fuck. Let's go.
All right, give me a religion check, +4.
Yes. No. Hero point. Kind of better. Still not great. Still not incredible. Let's go. My modifier's a 19.
Damn.
I have a 31 to summon Hamasa. Let's stir the pot. Let's go.
Okay. So in my mind, I had set the DC, and I was like, well, if she gets under this number, I'll throw a little fun curveball, and I'll do something a little different. But you wouldn't get Hamasa. The DC number was 30.
Silly mortal, you said it too low.
I should have made a legendary. What a fool. Next time it'll be a 40. Good luck with that.
No, that's not possible.
So I mean, a level 10, you're basically gonna beat that. So anyway, you're still in the margins. The writer is there with you, the scrivener, the storyteller, and he hears it trying to summon Hamasa, and he's like, what? She is a busy lady. And then suddenly you see this threadbare black and gray shawl just drop from the sky. A beam of gentle light hitting the shawl as it slowly falls. And before it can hit the ground, a hand grabs it and lifts it to her face. And you see Hamasa kind of drenching tears from her cheeks as she puts the veil away, pulls back her hood. Hi there. You summoned me?
Yes, I did. I'm trying not to slip into the voice. Yes, I did. Goddess, I was wondering if you remember me.
I remember a glove in the shape of you. And I remember having my hand in the glove, and I believe both of our hands were in the glove at the same time.
Oh,
Yes. You were lovely in the battle.
Oh, so you were still there?
Yes. It's like, you know, when clerics dream and they believe God speak to them in their dreams, as we sometimes want to do. It was
Mhm.
like that, only I was the God dreaming and you were speaking to me.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pilot your form for so long.
We were co-pilots. You didn't do anything I didn't want to do. I would not self-destruct, and I would do nothing to kill you. Though my guardians have a very strange attachment to you ever since.
wait. So Adariah will remember me too?
Lothier, he's so proud of your heart.
Hold up.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Randy.
No. I'm at a loss for words. Chionovis? Do you got anything?
Don't
No?
look at me. You know how I feel about gods. I don't know how this shit works.
I-
Is this why it is easier for us to talk to gods than any other mortal beings in this plane?
No. No. It's not my place to tell. But I will say, that we got to walk together this whole time for a very special reason.
It was an honor to walk in your shoes.
It was an honor to have you walk in them.
Well, I don't mean to take up any more of your time. I know that you are, as the writer said just now, you are an incredibly busy person. So I thank you for taking the time to shed light on this very confusing thing.
Are you okay, child? You seem upset.
Oh, I can't believe that what we witnessed. I mean, I've heard tales of all of these things, obviously, but to have experienced it, and part of me, even though we were just talking about it being real, and I see the writer here, I still can't believe. I still can't believe that it happened, and how we use this to continue helping us on our way.
The gods decided that enough was coming to a point, and they needed the very children that they loved dear to stand with them. We talk through you and to you in ways we have never done for ever. Because this isn't my domain. We're coming to a precipice. We're coming to an edge. And as all things have edges, that means all things must end.
Is this end in like the next 2 months, 500 years? Like,
What's a month?
cool. Awesome. Love it. Great. I have my own question. I don't know if anyone else is thinking this, but why did you pick us to walk alongside you all?
Ah, now that is something no god can tell you. until it's your time.
Cool. Awesome. Love it.
To quote, I think Kyoma said this. Spoilers? I don't know. He's so sick. Leifer, though. Oh, she hates it when Kyoma spoils things. She hates it so much.
Wait, is that you? Oh, sorry, Chionibus, the other Leifer.
Yes, that was me. Thank you. Where I was embodying her. You know what I mean.
Walking
It was
in
really
sync.
nice. Yeah. It was really nice seeing you bubbly for once. It was
Am I not bubbly normally, Alona?
No, nope. You're perfectly bubbly in just the right ways.
Good.
I look at Amasa and I go,
She looks at you with like a long finger and goes,
well, Hamasa, if you ever need us, you know where to find us. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Oh, and the Guardian says to be more careful when traversing water. Toodles, everyone. I'm currently in debates with a very stubborn Death Lord. Bye. And you see she takes the morning veil, drops it again, and this time the morning veil drops like a feather, hits the ground, and vanishes, fades from sight.
all right.
I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest with you. Okay, I have a very, very deep understanding of how this world's pantheon works. That's another level, but we don't have enough time to really unpack everything that we just experienced. But the one thing that really does get me is that we are being watched, and I always knew that we were being watched, but now I know that we're being watched like all the time. And then there's guardians out there that make sure maybe we don't die. And I did meet one of them almost drowning in the sand sea. And then I think again when that weird thing happened in the sea when we were coming back to the Platinum Hammer from the trial of Awesome Ra. And I just think maybe
You and the sea seems to have this weird thing. So that's 2 instances.
And I mean, the gods did just tell you to be more careful around water. So I mean, I might not go to the beach anytime soon if I were you.
No, PJ, can I send a quick letter to someone?
Who do you need to send a letter to?
You know who I'm gonna send a letter to.
Which one? You have like 3 pen pals.
I'm gonna send a letter to my boss real fast.
Larry and Voss? Okay.
oh, we haven't talked to him in forever.
Does it work while we're in this like in between margin space?
I'm
thing?
just going to scratch out a letter and I'll send it when we get out.
Got it.
Oh.
That does beg a very interesting question. Do you want to leave the margins or stay in the marginal space?
I mean, they're in mid ritual, right?
The
Like it
ritual
just
is-
ended, right?
Yeah, like it ended where we had in episode 99, where like you were kicking ass and taking names and just stopped everything. It has been paused in that second for what feels like hours.
I mean, I think Alona was right. We're not going to be able to, talk through all of the therapy we're going to need following this anytime soon. So,
No.
I
To
say,
quote ourselves, get therapy. Anyway, go ahead.
yeah, I would imagine we should probably leave the margins soon, but that's only if you guys agree, or explore the margins and cause trouble.
Are there doodles in the margins?
Are there doodles in the margins?
Hold on.
Roll for doodles.
I'm flipping for doodles.
My
Flipping for
brain
doodles.
immediately went to like SpongeBob Doodle Pants, where it's like me hoy min yoy as soon as you said doodle.
So you see, by the way, the storyteller, the writer has been there the whole time. As you're like, I feel like we've always been watched. He's just kind of
Yeah.
and as you ask about the doodles, you see him just kind of making like little unusual stick figures all around you. You start to see little stick figures with like speech bubbles and like different action poses, and like you see that dumb little S made out of like points. You see a whole like a tic-tac-toe game, and all this stuff just start physically appearing in front of you. Like it's tangible and it's like slapping you in the face, and he's just kind of sitting there looking at his book, looking at you, going, "Oh God, I'm sorry, dissociated for a bit," and just starts erasing all of that, and you see it vanishing in front of you. It's like sometimes I forget my power.
Has anyone
Sorry.
ever seen the TV show cartoon that was only around for like a little bit on Cartoon Network, or was it Nickelodeon? I don't remember, but it was called Chalk World.
Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man, I hope we don't have to ever fight demented doodles. Anyway, we should leave the margins.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you willfully decide to leave the margins, you see the writer just going, "Okay, cool," and he runs away. And then you hear the door close behind him, and then time catches up to you. And the first thing you notice after this big rushing sound is the man who's been sitting there smoking a cigarette. Like the cherry lights up even brighter, and then he's blowing this massive cloud of smoke, and he's staring at it as like this it's like this cloud that never ends. He's like, until finally it stops. Oh. So here you are at the ritual in the vault. Those who are still alive that are from the Reckoners are being basically neutralized. You have the one who quit the fight almost immediately, as well as everyone that's in the BAI, hands up in the air. The question is, what do you do from here?
Cracks knuckles. Back to business. Where's Agent Pulver?
Agent Pulver is still kind of in the middle, both of his pistols drawn, just shock and awe and taking command of the situation so that nothing crazy happens.
Great. So basically other people have infiltrated. They're being arrested. Cool.
Not there yet. You're still at the ritual a few seconds after it ended. After it was interrupted. Now, if you want to flash forward after Pulver has completely, finished his job, you can do that too instead.
Well, I want to talk to the guy who just smoked a cigarette and watched all of his friends get taken down.
Yep.
Okay. By all means, let's kind of marry these two ideas and say that you separate him from the rest. If you want to, you can say you like put him down, not put him down, but like separate him while Pulver calls in all of his men and they start taking everyone else out, and they're starting to do background checks and potential firings for treason. But yeah, you're talking to the gentleman smoking. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm talking. Just kidding. So out of all of them, you quit the fight early. Why?
I learned a long time ago that fighting for honor and fighting for money are two things that are not worth it to me.
You're from Faramus.
Oh, did my accent give it away? Yes, you are very astute.
Can't tell if that was sarcasm or not.
That's the best thing about being from Faramus is both.
I don't like it. So why are you here?
What do you mean, like my mother and father and I was born, or something more specific?
I know you're part of the Reckoners and you were sent to kill us, but why are you here? You don't seem very hell-bent on killing us.
Look, when you escape Faramus, when you escape Mill de Fer, you don't get very far. There are not a lot of options. I went south as far as I could go. I found this place. I got a job, and then I got a second job. The first one, of course, skills I was very used to. The second one, I worked at the diner flipping burgers or some crap. And then I was activated. At that point, it does not matter what the job is. But when I realized the job has gone tits up, I'm not going to put my neck out. It's stupid.
You realize you're still going to be arrested though, right?
Yeah, I'd rather be arrested with, I don't know, a bargain or plea, they'd be murdered.
I'm not going to I'm not going to lie. I did not understand what you just said right there. I think you said a bargain of P, but I think that's very wrong.
No, a bargain or plea. There's an L in there.
That would have made more sense. See, in all of my writing, I still never understood,
The Veramus accent is a very mysterious and albeit hard to understand accent. I understand. I get these.
Does anyone else want to ask him any questions? He's confusing me.
Yeah, sure. I have a question. Since, as you said, this job has gone tits up, if someone were to try to infiltrate a certain locale inside of the Platinum Hammer where you go to have your meetings, how would they find that place?
Oh, yeah, I have never been to the Platinum Hammer. I escaped Milda Fair, came here, and started working for the Runners immediately. I have heard from other Runners. There's two entrances. One is by the docks, very treacherous, no? But if you can get in there, you can find everything. The second is a is a lead to enter the sewers from the main merchant square.
All right.
Would you happen to know, in every city, is there a guidebook that the Reckoners have for places that they meet? Is there a map to every city that they have that has all of their home bases listed?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Why? Literally, why would you do this to me? My day has been long. I just want to play Pathfinder with friends. And you rolled me the possibly worst number you could possibly roll me, which is not a 1. It's a 5. You want to know why 5 is the worst number? I'll tell you why 5 is the worst number. Because it's not that you can't do anything with it. It's just good enough to be disappointing. That's why it's the worst number.
You know what it is? It's not bad enough to be interesting. It's just bad enough to fail. And that's not fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway, it's an 18.
He looks at you and just goes, I mean, maybe I have something on my person that could tell you this, but I don't think I'll tell you this now. Who knows? I might still have 2 jobs, double the income. That's not bad.
Shonibus.
Oh, where? What?
If you flirt with him, maybe he'll give us information. You're tall and you seem like you'd be really good at it. You have all these people that are interested in you from all over the world. Use your charms, Shonibus, please.
Use your charms.
Oh, God. Fine. Okay. PJ, what does this man look like?
Okay,
Enlighten me.
He appears to be rather handsome and spry for someone who's about early to mid 40s. Has currently a sideburns that go into a kind of salt and pepper, kind of 5 o'clock shadow with salt and pepper hair, very tired expression on his face. Imagine, if you will, like if Michael Madsen did cage fighting. Not Michael Did I get his name right? No. The guy who plays Hannibal on the TV show, not the movie.
Okay.
If he did MMA.
If he did MMA, a few less tattoos an MMA fighter would have.
Okay. So 2 jobs, right? How do I want to do this? 2 jobs. So are you still looking at having a job with the Reckoners?
I mean, it's a place where I get to use my old skills. It's a good paying job. And if there is an asshole who needs to be killed, I get to kill the asshole. So, it's a win-win-win for me.
Wait, I whisper in Chionabis's ear and I go, what if we could use him as like a double spy?
We are the same. We are the same. I love it. So you say they're paying you well. Like, how well is well?
I am basically on retention. I want to say about, I think the last check I got was 7,500 gold a month for retention.
Shit.
I lean back over. I go, we might need help from the BIA on this one.
Yeah,
But- But we could talk to Agent Pulver, because if they know what's going on in the Reckoners who are already in town, that's better for them.
True. All right.
I
So
step back away, fold my arms.
So what if there was someone, and just hear me out, hypothetically, that could pay you double?
What I make in a month from retention, or like my total take home a month?
Yeah.
I'm just going to put this out there. I make approximately, both jobs included, about 11,000 a month.
Okay.
So you're saying you're going to give me a contract stating you are going to pay me for retention for 22,000 a month?
I pipe up from behind. Actually, we didn't say anything about us paying you. We said, what if there was someone who would pay you? All right.
I would absolutely love to shake their hand and be good workplace associates with these people.
Agent Pulver,
Yeah. What?
I think I just recruited a new agent for you. Little on the expensive side.
I mean, he's gonna have to pass a background check and about 3 months of education and basic training. I don't.
You're asking a lot. This is why you don't get new hires, and you gotta deal with this asshole in there.
I mean, you guys already had all these moles already inside of the
Yeah.
BIA. What if you could just hire somebody, executive decision, like, and just like, I heard that word from you guys. I just stole it. And what if you make decisions to hire this person right on the spot? Because this is not the kind of agent you've had before. And he could give you lots of useful information, I think. This is all Chionabis's idea.
Agent Pulver starts to kind of rub his eyebrows and he goes, "Ah, damn it. You may tell me this guy's been a mole in the BAI this entire time. He's been here, double agenting under us."
And also flipping burgers. He's also an asset to society.
He's flipping burgers, working for the BAI, and apparently. All right. Listen, I'm going to put this out there. While it would give me so much joy to not have to do more paperwork and more months of background checks, the fact of the matter is we have a potential mole and treasonous spy within our organization. The only way that we could get him involved, if we were to remove him entirely, get him to disavow the Reckoners completely.
Well, for the low price of
22.
$22,000 gold a month, you could have that. And you'd have an in for the Reckoners, who will no doubt try and infiltrate you again. And you'll have a double agent, and you'll have the inside scoop, I tell ya.
And look, you don't have to do background checks because he already has one done. Like, he already has a starting salary. Like, it's fine.
Look, I'm sorry. That background check already is null and void. He's a double freaking agent. That background check is bull and shit.
Exactly. So why do you need to do another one? Why do you keep
Because
doing
the
these
first
background
one-
checks
Because
Wait,
the
no,
first
what?
one is
That's a fact.
compromised.
Wait,
He's a
The
double
second one's
agent.
still gonna be compromised.
No, because at least that'll be honest.
Not really.
I put I like touch Agent Pulver's shoulders and I like turn him towards the person and I go, look at that dude. See that face, that smile? That is the guy who cares more about money than anything else. If you pay him enough, I promise you can trust him because what he cares about is money. And then I look over at Dragon, and Dragon's probably just sitting there like, makes sense.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's do a diplomacy group check. The DC to beat here is going to be 80. There's 3 of you. I think you might be able to pull it off.
Not the best, not the worst. Like, could be better, but could be worse.
Okay.
Mhm.
26.
man.
Okay, 26. That's a very good start.
Come on, y'all. We got this.
I mean, unless someone's throw a hero point my way, it's a 23.
I have a 25. Yeah.
DC was 80 as it stands right now.
Is Morale
This is-
there?
Yeah. What about Tobias? Huh?
I feel like Tobias is the one we want doing diplomacy more than morale.
How about
True.
Morel? Huh?
All right, I will roll for Morel's diplomacy check. Let me get his character sheet up in 1 second
Plot
here.
twist, he rolls a 1.
Oh my God, here we go.
I got
Morel,
20.
Arkeesian. Okay, so it's not bad. He's got a plus 12 to diplomacy.
Okay.
Let's see what he's got. Well, he didn't roll a 1, but he rolled a 9 on the die face.
Almost
But-
as bad as a 5.
It's almost as bad as you're right. But here's the great thing. That makes it 21, which means you easily beat the 80 DC.
Woo, woo, woo. Using
Yeah.
NPCs.
I'm gonna have to make a new house rule that NPCs can't bail you out of story DCs like that. But
Well,
I digress.
It
So,
wasn't made today though. So-
after today. So you're giving him the speech and you're telling him about his skills and the fact that like he is that dependable kind of rascal, that dependable kind of trader, the kind that only wants money. And you see Pulver like hands on his hips, just shaking his head, and he goes, "All right, I can try and sell him to the board as a field agent for 22 grand a month. Yeah, you're gonna probably be a field agent and the worst jobs possible. So guess what, kid? You're straddled with me." And then Pulver walks off, kind of whispers to all the agents inside, and kind of points to the Theramis Reckoner, and it kind of does this gesture. They kind of nod and they walk away. And he looks at all of you and he goes, "All right. Now get out. The whole place is on shutdown for internal investigations. Get the hell out of the building."
Lame.
I'd look over at Chionabis and I go, so when do we get paid?
She's gonna turn to Agent Pulver like, when are we getting paid?
So Agent Pulver just kind of stops dead in his tracks. All right. How much did we say we'd pay you again?
22,000 gold.
We just love that number today, don't we? Okay. Okay, give me a diplomacy check. Or deception check, your choice.
Oh, that rolled out of my box and landed cockeyed. Diplomacy or what?
Deception.
They're the same. Do I want to try for a hero point?
It's
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, of course I do. It's money. 27.
27. Okay.
Diplomacy.
He stops for a second and goes,
She's gonna put on one of her charming smiles.
Yes.
He looks up, looks back, just kind of shouts, "It beats spending all of it on more internal revenue and investigations. I'll get the check cut out to you now."
Yes.
He walks away. Time passes. He gets the board to approve the expenditures. They close your contract. They close the loop. They hand you basically a giant bag with 22,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
You all get 5,500.
Thank you.
And that includes, oh, wait, hold on. There's 5. We split between 5, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just kidding. Scratch that. 4,400.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that money.
I'm a druid.
I know, right? I'm a shopping.
Shopping.
Well, that actually does bring up a very good point, because at this point in time, you have now completed both possible missions brought to you by Agent Pulver, as well as the city of New Jack City. You have conquered a lot of insanity in the span of 2-3 days, not to mention the 25 miles of mud and trenches to get here. Your contract with the BAI is up, as well as Agent Pulver. You have your money, you have your plethora of magical items and connections. Now, what do? Is there any other business you could possibly have to wrap up here in New Jack City, or is it time to finally press on?
Do we have a map
Of New Jack City?
of the world?
Oh,
This
yes,
how about the continent?
I thought I had a map of the continent.
yeah,
Do
you
you?
have a map of the
Okay.
continent, yeah.
Where is next on our journey?
So looking at the map from where you are, New Jack City is kind of, I mean, if the giant field of trenches alone didn't give you the inclination, it's the one city for a long time. But once you hit the south bottom shelf of the continent, right around the coast, you see something. And if you were to look at 2 maps back to back, only one map would have this drawn on it. At the end of the continent on the southern coast, you see a city, a pretty massive city by the name of Dragon Graves.
That's where we're going.
Dragon's Grave, my bad. Dragon's Grave.
Can I roll society and see why, or to see why it wouldn't be on the maps?
Yeah, you can make a society to recall knowledge, absolutely.
Was that on the Orcish map that I took? Or the
way
regular
back in
map?
season 1. Yes, it would have been.
Okay.
100% it would have been, yes, entirely.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I actually don't have culture. I have a +10 though in society, so we'll still roll it, but I'm not trained in it. That's nice. Yay! I am liking my dice today. That's a 25.
25, not bad. You know that Dragon's Grave is a memorial city. So there's a lot of things going on there. Some people don't believe memorial cities are cities. So some people don't include them in the topography or cartography of things. Number 2, it's only been around for a couple thousand years. It's one of the newer cities in the world. And 3, some people tell stories about sometimes the city isn't even there.
I like that
Sometimes
one.
it just vanishes.
Okay, but that means we need to make sure that the city is there when we visit it.
Mhm.
So how can we tell if it's going to be there or not?
Library trip.
Vanish with it.
All right. I have a rapport with the librarian. Let's go to the library and look up Dragon's Grave, and I'll exchange some more smut.
What was the thing you were saying, Kylie? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
I was just saying that we want to make sure that we don't vanish with it when it does all of a sudden vanish.
That's even
So we really
scarier.
gotta keep an eye on timing.
Mm.
So fast forward, you get to the library in New Jack City, and Alona, you recognize the woman at the front who kind of goes, "Hi, welcome to." Hello there.
Hi. Did you finish the series I gave you?
I did. I read it for the first time on my half-hour lunch break, and then I've just been kind of going back and reading it again and again. It's so juicy.
I'm so glad that you liked it. We were wondering if you had any books on the history or mythology behind the city of Dragonsgrave.
Yeah, that should, yeah. If you go to the history section, you want to go, obviously go to the D part of the history section. You should be able to find it eventually.
Okay. Thank you so much. If we need your help, we'll come find you again. Run.
All right. If you get there after, minutes of searching, you finally find this very small leather-bound tome. And on it, it says, Dragonsgrave, the city that mourns the dead.
What's inside the book, PJ?
Cool. A lot of information. The big thing they say is that Dragonsgrave was started at the end of the Dragon War. They said that after Cormont was killed and the war ended, that this city was placed at the very site of his death as a monument of remembrance, mourning, and apology to all the divine dragons that were killed and bestial dragons that were killed in that war, as well as the humans that were killed in that war as well. Mortals, I should say, because there were some half-elves that were killed in that war too. So they have this site here, and they say it's a massive city, and the infrastructure was put down on site instantly. No one knows how a large city could be put right there and then, but the fact of the matter is this city has always been there since the minute they decided to mourn the dead dragons, and specifically mourn the death of Cormont, the final day of the fighting. And as such, a lot of the iconography is draconic. Everyone there learns the dragon's language. Everyone there learns the dragon's faith. They learn dragon worship. This town specifically connects to dragon culture, partially because of the death of the dragons that happened there. And because that it was a spot that popped up, they say that the kind of census is, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth generations of everyone that fought in that war. They settled into that town as well. So there's a massive plethora of people from all over the world that have just called this place home for what they suspect to be about 5,000 years since the war ended.
Is
anything-
there?
Go ahead, Randy.
No, I think we're asking the same question. Is there anything in there about the city disappearing?
It does mention a very interesting tale told by a lot of merchants that sometimes they'll go by the coast where it's supposed to be and it's gone. There's just a massive crater where the city once stood. But when they come back the next week, city's fine. It's there. No problems.
Is this like Xanadu? I have my skates.
Roller
What?
disco episode.
My bully boots have skates in them.
Oh, you mean your slam dance boots? Yeah.
Yeah, my Slam Dance boots have skates. If we needed to do a rendition of Xanadu, we totally could. Though I won't plague you with my singing. Okay, great. So are you dancing too? Again, I hope our audience knows what Xanadu is. Otherwise, this is a lost reference. So but that's all that's in there with the book, the missing stuff.
Yeah, specifically it looks like it was never there. There's a massive crater where it once stood, and then a week later it's back. There's pictures, there's like notable families and names and things like that, but that's about it.
Are there any pictures of the town not being there?
Yeah, one picture, a just as big as the city itself, massive crater. Everyone give me a survival check.
What?
A survival check.
Yeet. Mm.
I think this dice is going in dice jail.
It should.
Same with this one.
Oh no, I don't want. Mine is okay.
19.
You said survival.
Mhm.
27.
Okay.
16.
Okay. As you look at the picture of the crater and the the picture of the city being there, Randy, you realize the amount of space that should be in this crater from the city being there should not be this massive. The hole, the massive crater that's left when the city hasn't been there, was way bigger than the city itself.
Okay.
Hmm.
Does it strike anyone strange that this giant crater is just too big for the entire city?
Like someone dug it out of the ground.
Like, not just the city, all of whatever was surrounding it, the earth, like this is massive, and it's bigger than what it should be, at least it seems.
So do you think that when the city disappears, so does everything underneath the city?
It seems like maybe that's one way to potentially look at it. Yeah.
So there could be massive tunnel structures underneath the city.
Oh, that's one thing. Maybe all of it's getting moved. Like I honestly don't have the slightest clue, other than this is massive, way more than I think it should. Like, even if you just took where the city is, it's all of that underneath it and on the sides of it as well. So I'm wondering why is all of it just going away like that? I don't think we'll find out until we get there, though, to be honest.
You're right. Well, if this is all we can find, and this is the only library in town, then we have no choice but to just head over there and start our journey. Is there anything else that anyone needs in this town before we leave? Do we need supplies?
I think Dragon might want to buy a couple like drinks or funnel cake or something like that.
That's a good idea. We should run by the markets one last time. What's up, Shandabus?
Before we leave the library,
Mm-hmm.
PJ, can I do a quick look around of if there's any books on Leifer to try to spark a memory?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so cute.
So I'll say, give me a religion check with a +4.
With a +4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's an 18 on the die. Hold on. 32.
Okay.
The highest I've ever rolled for religion. Let's be real.
It's really good. So you're looking to spark a memory. Are you looking for anything specific? Are you trying to accomplish something specific? How can I help you out?
Yes. I would like to know if I was in her shoes when the AstraZeneca went missing, went somewhere, whatever the hell it went, whether she placed it somewhere. I want to know.
Where the actual, okay. So you start thinking about all your times as Leifer, and then you start having this memory. But the weird thing is you know for a fact that you weren't there when this memory happened. This is an interesting moment where you, being co-pilots and the god, works both ways. You remember the moment where Leifer finally finishes the AstraZeneca and places it into her den. And then she tries to give it to the first disciple of all knowledge. This mortal grabs this book, opens it up, and starts screaming in pain as their head becomes a ball of light and they disintegrate into fire and ash. But the problem was, Leifer left that book with them and went back all hunky-dory. She has since been looking for it. Now, you're seeing a bunch of scriveners working in worship of her take the book in pieces and start writing the AstraZeneca as a book that mortals can actually comprehend without dying. But you do see one person who's able to pick up the book, and read it. A familiar person, a familiar man. Well, that's not the right term. A familiar citizen of Tezuka.
Oh
Oh my
my
god!
god.
Randy, you haven't
Randy's never met them.
No, I
them.
haven't.
You've never met them.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
Holy shit.
I'm just wowed by like the journey, but like, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. That's able to pick up the mortal version.
The immortal
the
Leofer's
version.
handwritten book.
Like ah! Okay. I got really hot all of a sudden.
Love it.
Okay. Shit. Oh god. Okay. Do I know if it's there currently?
You would know this because of your bond with Leofer. The first the Astrogenicon, once it was gifted from Leofer to the mortals, it became a construct of energy. It is more at this point a state of enlightenment than it is an actual book. You know that Isawo is just in the enlightenment of the full knowledge of all the gods of existence.
Holy shit.
Right now, they are the living book as best as anyone could be.
And oh my god, this all makes so much sense now. Fuck. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Man, if anyone watches the entire thing through and like rewatches, they're gonna lose their shit.
I'm losing my shit.
I know.
I'm enjoying watching the losing of shit by the both of you because
Okay. Okay.
what it looks like to me is over and over. I love it.
We met Isawo.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
Yeah, he gave us all of our
Oh.
like super magical shit. Like any runes that we
Ooh.
have on our stuff, that's from him.
And he was
Them.
they were integral. They were integral throughout the entirety of season 1.
I mean, apparently they're still integral.
And they have a crazy scientist daughter.
Oh yeah, this is her. This is Marinle Logorunun.
Oh,
That whole thing.
That's the daughter. I want to meet her. Let's go meet her. Mission done. We're scrapping, saving the world. I'm gonna go meet her. No, I'm just kidding. But cool. All right. Well, I mean, at least we know where the living book is, right?
I am running. I am not walking. I do not care that I am a library. I am sprinting to Alona.
Whoa.
Oh, cool. Alona's like looking at a book and she goes, huh.
Slams the book out of her hand. Look at me. Look at me, Alona. Look at me.
Okay.
I know who has the Astrogenicon.
She grabs your face.
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean?
Well, I shared memories with Leofer, and I know. Are they in Tezuku? I don't know if they're in Tezuku anymore. I don't. Oh my god.
The only person we know from Tezuko is Isawo.
I know. What do you think?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, do like a Let's So Raven.
Cuckoo.
Like,
Right to the eyes.
like instead of seeing the future, Alona sees the past.
Dude, they don't have a house. You don't think they have a house here, right? I feel like this is like out of their realm.
I don't feel like would they be able to get through the magical barrier? I feel like
Smart.
New Jack City is kind of like its own special case.
Yeah. We should probably fill in both here.
Yep.
We'll do it on the way.
All right.
Do it on the way.
Minnie's story is shared on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We're heading. Are we shopping? Are we heading out? Do we want to hand wave shopping? It's up to you guys.
I think with this information, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
But
same.
also I want to say I would, if we have to retcon that Dragon and Ichi wanted to buy something before we leave, they do that.
I feel like the two of them are most likely to buy things. And maybe Chionibus as well sometimes.
There's only one thing I want to buy, and that can be like a hand wave.
Okay.
Does not matter to me, PJ.
Okay. What do you want to buy?
I want to buy a little puzzle box that has like little pieces that you can like turn and dials and shit.
Okay. You find a miraculous 3-story toy shop in the major market district of New Jack City. You see there is a huge piano keyboard in the floor, and as you walk around, you can just plunk out a tune as you walk and have a great time. Welcome to KB Toys.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
That's right. You can't sue me because KB Toys completely flunked out, and I had the right to say that.
Yep.
Do they have like the Dreamscape? Like the
Oh, the Dreammaker 5?
Dreammaker 5?
No, at this point in time, they're already on the Dreammaker 6.
What?
Yeah.
I have to, god damn it. I look at Morel. Is this what it's like to be a parent? We have to buy that.
And
much
Morel's
is it?
like, I mean, if Joey doesn't know that the Dreammaker 6 is out, I don't think he would be upset.
I lean over to Dragon and I go, "Did you hear that? Alona just said, are her and Morel like parents?" And we just giggle like school children.
It's only because you haven't met Joey. We're all his parents.
Oh no, don't group me into that.
Okay, that's fair. Can't force parentage on you.
I still think he's an eldritch god. I'm just saying.
You're not his parent. You're his Aunt
Don't-
Chi-Chi.
Aunt
Chi-Chi. Aunt Chi-Chi, it's so good to see you.
Where
He's
is
not
Joey?
here, but
Where is Joey right now?
I think the last time you saw him, you just dumped him off with Morel's sister,
Yeah.
and
Don't say it like
you have been ignoring him for months.
No, we'll send him an Xbox. It'll be fine.
Don't
By
don't
his
become
love.
that parent. Don't become that parent.
I can't help it. I'm out adventuring. This is what all the 90s movies were about.
Oh God.
All right.
So yeah, I pick up my puzzle box. Without Dragon being there, and then I'm like, okay, let's go.
Me and Dragon are laughing too much about the comment about Alona and Morel.
So
Yeah.
PJ, how much do I owe you?
For the wooden puzzle box,
Yeah,
that's gonna be like 5 gold.
sick.
$1 million.
It's Jeremy. Well, I could give it to you for like.
Just thinking like, well, this currently has a price tag of $5, but if you pay me 7, maybe I can see to it to throw in a freebie of some kind within a gold.
Question for you. Can I mail this to Joey?
The Dreammaker 6?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Will it
Absolutely.
get through? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it and mail it to Joey.
Okay. You get some games, no big deal. You give them the full package. Morel's like, oh yeah, I know where my sister lives, of course. I know her covenant. Her convent. It'll be no big deal. And it's shipped up. It'll probably be there in about a week.
Man, the
Right.
postage in our world is top notch.
Well, when you got magic, massive war griffins, dragon
message
people,
spells. Yeah.
message, like it's all, it all just works so much better.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
My letter's gonna get to Larian so fast. Thank God.
Yep. Let me know what that message says, by the way, so I can make sure to respond accordingly.
all right. Okay. Is there anything else that you think Joey would like in here? I'm a bad mom.
Are you asking Morel?
Sure.
Morel kind of comes back. He's got his massive arms around his chest, and you see a bunch of stuffed animals just kind of like dangling out at different angles. And he goes, I saw these. I think he liked them. He really liked plushies when we used to play, when you would leave us in the cart and do certain missions. He loved playing with them. And I think these 5. And he picks out stuffed animals that in some weird way, some uncanny shape or form, all look a little bit like all of you. There's like a stuffed animal of like an elf wearing like the tabard. There's a stuffed animal of like a woman with a bow. You have a stuffed one of like a big knight with a dumb plush sword. And it's just this whole thing. And he's like, oh, yeah, I think he might like these. Like a nice reminder that we're thinking of him.
I think that's a great idea, and we should send them all over.
Okay.
Joey's never met Lothier or Dragon.
All the better. If I send him a doll of this, and he picked up this adorable like blue teddy bear, and he goes, hold on. He gets like some white paint and like gives him like a white mohawk, and he goes, if I show this to Joey now, then when he meets Dragon later, he'll be like, remember that blue teddy bear? That's Uncle Trey.
Is Lothier just a dinosaur with mud on him?
That's what he drops and like
Yes.
out on accident.
Yeah, so all of this care package to Joey is sent off. Morel puts in a postcard with a magically created image spell of all of you, just kind of like doing like little like hello and face, like wish you were here postcard, and a little note and letter to Joey. Puts it in, ships it out.
That's adorable, and I'm so happy. Does anyone else want to get anything from the toy store?
I mean, if we're in a toy store, why not?
What are you getting?
I want to go to a bakery, like the biggest, like most industrial looking bakery in town.
Okay.
Because what I want to do is I want to buy food and send it to Brack.
Oh, lovely. Okay. So you get there and you find this massive dwarven bakery. They have like bagels and cake wheels, as Dragon loves to call them, and a bunch of other things. For 25 gold, you can buy this massive care package.
Yeah. I'm gonna send it to like an orphanage or like a school or something like that back home. Just because I don't really have much family to send it directly to, but I know lots of young people could probably use it. And guess what? I'm not going to spend my money because I don't like shopping. So I might as well go to something good. So
the
Yeah.
lovely care package goes out to the orphanage back at Brack.
nice. Just tell me how much gold later and it will be gone.
I'm gonna say with packaging and everything else, like 35 gold total. Now, any other business or stuff to take care of? No. Okay.
Yeah.
So Pulver comes to meet you in the streets. He sets you up with a quick trip out, and which is good because the trenches are super hella treacherous. And he says that this will basically be a caravan that'll get you out of the city limits and back in the direction to where you need to go. From there, you can hoof it on foot. After the firing up of a massive engine, this huge truck rattles and shakes and drives you out. Some time passes. You can hear the squeak and squelch of the brakes as everything comes to a metallic grinding halt. They slam twice on the cab that you're in, let you out. Thank you for your time. And from there, we're going to take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we're going to have part 2 of this episode and the continuation of the journey with New Jack City behind them on the horizon. Thank you so much. We'll see you in about 5 minutes, everyone. See you then. See you soon. Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to episode 36 of season 2, Edge of Legend. Now, thank you for coming back and staying with us during the break. As always, 5 minutes is kind of a suggestion, but we're glad we're back here with y'all. So let's get started. Now, the truck drives you up to the edge of the town. You are safely away from the 25 miles of magical mishaps and horrible destruction. You're back on the road. Now, since you're on the road again, trying to travel south to Dragon's Grave, everyone using your map, give me a survival check to not get lost.
Oh, no. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, no.
This might be the worst one today.
Oh, crap.
Survival. You get 24. And my modifier is 14.
Oh.
Oh no.
Mine is 13 and you get a 26.
Okay.
Ooh.
I got a natural 20 that makes it a 32.
Damn. All right.
Holy shit.
So the good thing is, since you have the map and you're using that to kind of guide your way there, the DC isn't that bad. You did it. Congratulations. You start walking for quite a long time. No one gets lost. There is still some residual magical problems along your way. Some spells that try to affect you, but they're so weak that it's not really taking effect on you. Some monsters come up, but they have this weird magical distortion that vanishes before they can do anything any harm. Time passes until eventually it starts to get dark. Now, you know by your map that by the morning and maybe midday, if you were to, wake up first thing and start your journey again, you'd probably get to Dragon's Grave. Right now, it's very late. It's very dark. The question is, do you want to make camp right now? Or you want to keep pushing on?
Oh.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it currently and how much longer do we have until sunrise? I can maybe gauge how long we can sleep for if we've been traveling through the day. Does that make sense to y'all?
Yeah. I'm going to say, because you got to Journey late with all the shopping, you're probably at about 11 p.m. midnight, maybe 1 a.m. So if you take a nice long 8-hour, 9-hour like bedtime, you'll get up like around 9, 10 in the morning and have a pretty good walk.
Do we want to make camp now? Alona, how many spell slots do you have?
We should rest.
Yeah.
That answers
What?
that question.
We should rest because the last time we tried to rest, we were attacked by assassins. So we should rest.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for reminding me to actually check on that because I always forget.
Like we kind of need you to heal us if we get attacked. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
that would be the worst.
Yeah.
Campfire, who's taking watch?
I'll take first.
I'll
Okay.
take second. That was just me, Brandy. Being weird.
I don't know. Maybe Lothier has a second
Nope.
personality. No? Okay, cool.
I mean,
Okay. I am down to take third then. So are we each joined by an NPC?
Yeah, absolutely. Or you can just do one big group watch and just kind of hang out while you all watch. Choice
And no
is
one
yours.
sleeps.
Well, you sleep eventually.
that's
We get
But the
tired
whole
and pass
point-
out.
The whole point is that someone watches while we're sleeping so no one murders us, PJ.
I mean,
Are you
I
saying
can technically take all watches and y'all can have a nice long rest because I don't think I need sleep.
that's a good point. You don't need to sleep. You just need
do
to
you
rest.
like meditate or what is that what
Elves don't sleep.
Yeah, we don't sleep.
at all? period.
There's like a small recharge period.
There's not a
but-
trance. I thought it was. I mean, maybe I'm mixing up by elf lore from other things, but
I
I
am
thought there
sure.
was like
Oh, I'm sorry.
but-
Continue.
I thought there was like a short little like 4 hour like.
I think we need like a short rest,
Oh,
but not like a long one.
got it.
Yeah. Yeah, something equivalent to a short rest. I think and this of course I'm just pulling from the Pathfinder 2e lore that if there is the need to rest that is not as severe as other humans are or other creatures are. So I think you're fine if you want to take the longer of the shifts. The choice is all up to you. You can still go back to your swinging. I believe you were first and Alona was second, or Lothir was second.
Here a second.
Okay. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that?
I don't know. I feel like Tobias should be with Shionibus because Shionibus is the one who can keep Tobias in line.
That's fair.
Yeah. I nominate Tobias with Shionibus.
Up to you. What do you want to do, Kyle? You don't have to do that. If you'd rather go by yourself or go with another NPC or etc., you can do that.
Nope. I'm gonna leave Morel with Alona.
Yep.
If I'm taking
Because-
Tobias, she's taking Morel.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna have a fun little second mid shift with Ichi and Dragon, just because we're all three the leftovers.
Well, why you have your mushroom?
I'm not doing my mushrooms
What
today.
happened
that's
to our
right.
talking rock?
He's still there.
There, now you have someone to talk to. Boom. I got you.
Okay, I will talk to the talking rock. All right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. At
I
least you have
forgot-
someone
no,
to keep you company.
You're right. You're right. I'm not complaining.
Oh, that's funny. No. Okay.
I can
like-
also take second watch and be with Lothir.
How about you do that?
Sure, I can do that.
Because you don't have to sleep.
Yeah.
Because apparently Pathfinder doesn't really specify what elves need to do to sleep.
All right. So give me a turn order one more time. We're getting who at the top?
Kylie and Tobias.
Me.
Cool. All right. So Kylie and Tobias. Give me a perception check.
Yeet. Is that an 8? I can't even read my own handwriting. Jesus Christ. 32.
32. All right. Okay. So you get to go on shift with Tobias. Just gonna put a little timer on here to kind of signify your shift. All right. So you get on shift. Tobias kind of plops down next to you. Both just kind of stare around. Anything in particular you want to say to him?
So I heard you weren't having a great time in our little god journey.
That was definitely weird, to say the least.
Yeah, you were like asleep the whole time. You didn't do much.
I wasn't asleep. That bastard was asleep, and he was very useless.
Kind of sounds like user error to me.
I don't know how to operate a god. I'm very sorry. I'm not a god operator. And certainly not the sleeping god of dreams. No, I woke up in that whole, it's like, have you ever seen like a children's book with pictures and paintings?
Most children's books
Imagine-
are filled with that, yes.
Yeah, imagine you're living in a children's book.
I'm not seeing the distress of this all.
The colors alone make me want to just heave my lunch. On top of that, anything you can think of at any point in time comes true-ish. Ish. Because it's not real, but then it is real, and then it's worse because it's literally everything you think of. And let me tell you, not everything you think of is positive.
So, okay. So you felt like you were being trapped in a children's book and you didn't just think whatever was causing you distress away?
Oh no, because that was the good stuff. Then the moon showed up. And that's where things got bad for many, many, many years. And that god just sat there in the fetal position crying. Do you think that makes anything better? It doesn't.
And she tries not to like chuckle. The moon?
Yeah. Big eye bastard, the moon. I tell you, if I could punch anything, I would punch the moon.
You hear yourself right now, right?
I know.
Okay.
Look, we were all in gods. It all sounds absolutely ridiculous, but you have to give me at least this credence that since we're all in gods, what I'm saying is a little less weird.
So what do you think the moon was? Because obviously it's not like the moon, and she points to the moon.
I know, because some deities live there as well. You have one of the dragon gods that is the moon. You have other gods of the moon, clearly. I don't know. I think this is like the shadow of the moon.
Okay. Okay, Tobias. You gotta help me to help you, and we're not getting much right now.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I was a mortal man stuck in a world that even the gods themselves don't quite tread in. So I'm trying my best to describe it.
All right. Well, how do you think we're gonna stop this thing? If like I assume it's a threat. Most things are nowadays.
Well, if I had to guess on how to stop this one, I think we destroy the whole moon. That would do it. That would be that's my guess.
By the gods, Tobias.
What?
Destroying the moon means
Mm-hmm.
that we are destroying all the other gods that are associated with the moon.
Well, maybe they just go make a new moon, but with blackjack and hookers. I don't know.
You're insufferable sometimes, you know that, right?
Yeah, you love it.
Sometimes. So let me ask you this, because this is what's been bugging me the most. Why do you think we were chosen?
I mean, I know I was chosen. My father was chosen. My father's father before him was chosen. Ugh.
But like chosen to walk in the god's footsteps. Like while we were sent out to then embody them for that millennia. I know you didn't necessarily embody them because I guess you were yourself in that dream, which is kind of lame. But
if I take a guess, the one thing I learned at the Platinum Hammer in my very early days, going through all the religious education, is that the gods are oh gosh, I forgot the name of the theory that they had. It doesn't matter. The concept is that the gods live at every single point of their own timeline simultaneously. I think every single god is aware of everything that's happened to them all the time at every point in time. And I think at some point they realized they were going to need humans a lot more, or mortals, I should say, because it's clearly not just humans, a lot more than we need them. And I think at some point in time, they started picking favorites, picking not even champions really, but like heirs. I mean, look, I got my big prophecy from my dad, who got the big prophecy from Azimuth and all the other bloody idiots caught in the cycle. We all inherited Azimuth's problems. We all solved it for him. So my theory is we're all here to solve problems for them that people can't do, like saving the bloody world.
oh look, there is a brain up there.
A big juicy brain, and don't you forget it.
That's debatable. So where do you think we go from here? Besides, breaking the prophecy and breaking this curse, saving you, which we seem to do a lot,
I don't know. All I know is that there are so many prophecies, so many problems, all leading up to some grand, terrible day. And I would not be surprised if we had to stop every single one until the grand, terrible day. Maybe that's me being fatalist. I don't know. Negative. It's me being negative.
I mean, when are you not? So that's no surprise. I was expecting that answer.
I'm delightful. I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when?
Since, look, there are people who like the Tobias charm. Absolutely.
So how's that girl problem going?
She hasn't written me back. And I don't know if it's because she never got my letters or if she got them and decided not to respond.
I'm sure they got lost in the mail. I'm sure of it.
Maybe. I don't know. But if we can ever go back to check in on Hera, I would definitely like to see if she got my letters.
I'm sure she did. I'm no, that's not what I meant. I'm sure she didn't, and I'm sure they just got lost in the mail. And she's probably busy also saving part of the world. And I'm going to now shut up because I feel like I'm just digging myself a bigger hole.
It's okay. You take up a lot of space.
What was that? Sorry, I missed that.
Well, unfortunately, the timer is done. Your shift on duty is done, but Tobias gets the last quip in. As you say, I'm digging myself a big hole. Tobias gets up and says, "It's okay. You take up a lot of space," and then walks back to camp.
Rude.
All right. Next person on shift
Is me and apparently a magic rock.
No, and me. I'm there with you.
Geomet. Oh, okay, you're doing it too. Cool. Good. I'm glad I'm not talking to the rock. That makes me feel much better about myself. Thank you. So I walk over as Tobias walks away. I go, why was he smiling so much when he walked away?
Because he thinks he's so clever and so charming, and it makes me gag every time.
I mean, yeah, he kind of thinks highly of himself, it seems.
Yeah, I don't know how his head fits in through that tent door.
Oh, there's some animosity there. I mean, I've noticed it since I joined, but I'm wondering, is there a reason you two seem to go at it all the time?
Tobias and I have a interesting friendship. Yeah, it's just kind of complicated, you know. He gets some jabs in, I get some jabs in. It's just who we are.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So what you guys talk about? What do people talk about on their shifts?
Have you never done one of these before?
No, I've done them, but I don't. I feel like either it's like something serious, like me and Morel talking, or something like that. I think this might be the first time that you and I have done a shift, and I mean, I hope I'm not pulling your focus away. Maybe I should shut up.
No, hardly. Well, you know, I feel like every time I bring something up, you and Dragon are always like, I didn't know that. And so I guess, what do you want to know? I guess I feel like this is turned into all about me. And
I pull out an entire notebook full of things. No, I'm just kidding. I go, well, I mean, that's understandable that there be lots of stuff that we don't know. I mean, you guys saved the world already. We're here to help on this next part, but I mean, you guys have had adventures and memories, and I mean, if our current escapades are any, indication, y'all have probably done some crazy stuff, meeting gods and doing crazy stuff. So, I mean, not knowing stuff is par for the course.
I mean, yeah, I just tend to, not feel bad, but feel like I'm leaving you guys out when I bring up something and Ilona's like, oh my God. And then you guys are like, what? Like,
Well, like the time we met your druid friend in that city.
Woodward, yeah.
Yeah. He's never met me. We probably have some cool stories now that we share too.
I do think you two would get along really well. He makes
I'm pretty
great
sure.
alcohol.
Did you not see his talking animal? That was pretty sick.
Yeah, Mush didn't do that when he left. So I
Wait,
don't know
what?
if that's a new thing.
He taught him how to speak.
I don't know.
I pull
could
out
not tell you.
I pull out the mushroom and I go, "Can you speak?"
You look at the mushroom and suddenly hear, of course, dear boy, I'm down here on the stump next to you. I'm very cold. Come on now, pick me up.
Oh, sorry. That's you probably don't hear the voice, and I reach down for the rock and I go, "It's this guy. He thought I was talking to him."
I don't see who I should be talking to. Everyone knows you can't keep a mushroom in a jar and expect it to sing. That's not how it works.
Do you not hear the rock?
No, I
Oh,
definitely don't.
He's very spirited,
Mm.
is what I will say. All right, but it's time to go to sleep. And I wrap it back up. And I go, if I don't do that, he keeps talking all night long.
Wow. Is
like
that like
when you guys got that new friend? Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Is that
Yeah.
like a usual thing? Like he just talks and talks and talks?
I mean, so I don't know what it is.
Uh-huh.
He kind of thinks he's like a pioneer of, making a difference because he taught himself how to fly, or so he thinks, right?
Okay.
Someone, and I go, Dracon is
Naturally.
launching him around, and so he thinks he can fly now.
Oh. And did you just happen upon him
No. Oh wait.
when
you
like
not-
he started talking?
Oh,
I
I
don't remember this.
just tried to talk to him.
And he
Yeah.
just all of a sudden started talking?
Well, like usually I talk to like the plants, and every once in a while I hear stuff,
Right.
but like no one else can hear them. Not like your friend Woodward.
Woodward.
Yeah, your friend Woodward's animal. I heard him. Everybody else heard him.
Mhm.
That's next level. That's more than druidic arts,
So
And
hear
this
me out.
rock, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you think this rock
Mhm.
was once human and now did something so atrocious it was a rock in its next life? I'm just saying.
The thought never crossed my mind, but now that you say it,
Or some like evil curse.
I
Could you
mean, maybe he's
imagine?
being punished. Yeah,
Yeah.
wait, but no, because he seems like a mighty nice rock.
Now he does. I would be nice too if all of a sudden I got turned into a rock.
Now I gotta sleep with one eye open. Oh my gosh, what if he's being punished?
Could be. Could also just be a rock that now talks and has some form of IQ, which is just as alarming.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Everything around
kind
us
of.
that's alive has
Mm.
feelings. No, like, and he looks over at whatever plant is nearest by, and he goes, "Hello, bud. Nice to meet you. I'm Lothier."
I have to ask, are you doing a spell or using that effect where you can speak with nature?
I'm just speaking with nature and tried to see if nature will speak back.
So you do that, and the plant just goes,
Hi there. I hope you're having a good night this evening. Hello.
Eh. Oh, hey, bud. I'm sorry to bother you so late. My friend and I were just wondering how you feel today.
Well, Oh, you know, it's funny. I haven't really been asked how I feel. I haven't really thought about it.
Mhm.
I feel present.
I
Yeah.
look over at Chionabis. So this plant feels present. And you know why? Because people don't talk to plants or rocks or trees or any kind of living thing or non-living thing. We all share the same natural energies. It's
See,
true.
I understand talking with plants and trees because, you know, their life essence is in there. They're breathing air, they're drinking water, rocks. Nothing. Just laying there. No source of, at least that's a lie. Just sitting there, just chilling. Like I don't.
I mean, you could be right. I'm not saying I know everything. I definitely don't. I'm just learning as I go. But what I will say is that this rock, he talks, and he talks a lot. And I accept it because that's who he is. Maybe
Think
he's
we
a
could sell
criminal
it to a
being punished
carnival?
though, so now I'm gonna be more careful. And he ties up the little rucksack a little bit tighter.
Oh my god. Everyone give me a perception check for your shift on watch. You can almost hear like as you tighten your thing, it's like, what? Did you say I was a scallion? How dare you? And then you tie it up and he's
I
gone.
love the rock so much. He's great. Uh,
22.
22?
Yeah, I got a
You said,
4.
you said perception, right?
Yep.
16 plus. That is a 31.
Okay. Yeah. Just like last time, nothing of interest has happened on your shift. No one has come and attacked. You are free to go to bed.
It's
So-
time for bed, bud. Stop talking as I go to my tent.
Oh god, if I was like walking and talking to the magical rock, that was always just I would just pitch him like, listen, my brother in Crags, I love you, but you're driving me mad. So what?
Yeet that real far.
Yeah, that's so hard.
I mean, Dragon's gonna yeet him eventually. It's just a matter of time.
Telekinetic projectile, man. Comes
Mhm.
in handy.
All right, so it's time for Alona and Morel to have the last shift of the night. Everyone is asleep. It is just you two. If you want to do your perception check now, you can. If you want to do it later, you can.
I'll do it now.
Okay.
27.
Or 7. Yeah. So
You see the army of death coming your way. Good. Just kidding.
yes. But yeah, no, so you're sitting down and relaxing, and you see Morel kind of sit down pretty close to you this time. And he's right next to you, but he's kind of awkward. His hands kind of patting on his thighs and his knees. It's kind of so how was your day? I was right there.
We're just going to go ahead and address the last thing that I heard you say in the zone of truth, which was that you had feelings for me and that you used it romantically and you said hearts. I heard that. I was there in that room, and we're not going to gloss over it. We're going to address it.
All right, it sounds like a good idea. Yeah, well, what do you need to know?
Oh God, Morel. Look, I mean, we've been through a lot together. We've been on a few dates, and we obviously have feelings for each other. I guess I just don't know what to do next. You said that you cared about me a lot, and it was really meaningful and sweet what you said. Are you just waiting for me to say the same thing?
I don't know. Saying those things out loud that time was the first time I've ever actually said anything like that. And this was magically induced. um, but you know, I don't have any demands or expectations for you other than to be the person who I got feelings for along the way. So if you want to say that, or whatever you feel, you know, like sure, but you know, no rush, no rush at all.
There's no rush. We've been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah.
Not in the game. In the game, it's only been what, a year and a half?
Yeah, we met about almost 2 years. We met we met at the forgiveness ritual holiday in Cobbledale. Before everything went all hinky on us.
Yeah. You know, I think that's enough time. I think that's enough time to know whether or not you're sure about somebody, right?
Yeah. I mean, different strokes, different folks, you know. But yeah, I think that's a good time.
Okay, well then she scoots forward and then she holds his hand.
His hand wraps around yours, holds it very tight and affectionately as he smiles at you, beams with a big, big dopey grin.
Okay, that's cool. Palm sweaty, mom spaghetti. You can see actual perspiring happen through her gloves. It's not great. Very bad. I'm actually sweating. That's cool. Now we're gonna sit here in awkward silence now. Great. Super good. Decision making awesome. And Alona's just gonna go over in her head like all the books that she's read. She's like, what happens now? We're holding hands. What happens next in the book? That's too far in the book, Not yet. Yeah, go back. What happens after hand holding? Step, ooh, ha. She kisses him on the mouth.
Like a smooch or like a long kiss.
Long kiss.
You move in for the kiss. Morel you can feel him holding his breath for a second. And then suddenly you feel a big, warm hand caressing the side of your head as he comes back into the kiss himself.
Cool. That happened.
Yeah, that happened. I can't feel my fingers.
I'm sorry.
Nope, no.
Let's go.
No, it's okay. No, not because you're gripping. I can't feel my fingers or my toes.
Are you having a heart
can't
attack?
feel my. No, I'm good.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's a lot. I would like to kiss you a second time if that's okay.
Okay.
he just brings you in for their passionate kiss.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I feel like at this point, wow. Alona's whole body is perspiring. Roof Psychic Cannon, Alona kisses and Kerr minor strokes. Listen, this is great and all, and I am so grateful to have your mouth on my mouth. But we should be watching what's happening. What are we? How does this work? I have had so many books to read to prepare me for this exact moment, and I feel like they all failed to mention that it'll be this scary. I feel like, am I okay? My heart feels like it's gonna beat out of my chest, and I think it's in a good way, but I'm not sure.
Morel gently starts to stroke the side of she strokes the side of your face and starts to kind of pet your head, like a stroke. And he's not having a stroke. He might, but right now he's just stroking your hair. And he says, listen, books are wondrous tools for preparation, but sometimes you just gotta throw the book out and just get in there and make mistakes.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, Morel, because remember what our first date would be? We can't talk about that.
You mean we had to read that book with very lewd wrestling?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, I'm just gonna walk around that entire conversation. We're not there yet. But I think right now for this, we can take all those romance novels, throw them away, and just be two very awkward people in love. I mean, I don't know if you love me. I was just saying, like, feelings.
I do love you.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I didn't think I was going to say this during a night watch by the fireplace on the way to a city, but I don't know. I love you too. That feels funny to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you have this awkward moment, beautiful though it may be, you see the sun starts to crest on the horizon. Your shift is done. There was no harm, no foul in the middle of the night. As Morel walks away, he kind of grabs you by the hand, so you do the whole hand-to-hand thing, and he leans over, reaches into his pocket, pulls out something, folded piece of paper, and whispers into your ear, I've been holding on to that letter you sent me since we went separate ways the entire time. I read it that entire time period while you were in Nubia. And no letter ever comes close to the real thing. Gives you a kiss on your ear and then walks away. So with that, the end of watch comes and goes. A few hours more pass while the sun rises high in the sky. Yes, Randy.
As soon as I leave my tent in the morning, I want to do a perception check on Alona and Morel.
You little turd.
What? I'm just trying to see how the night went.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit,
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's Alona. I know it's it's a nice night would be holding hands, So now I'm just trying to see. I'm just saying, I know. I trust you to be good to humans, half elf and human. There you go. Get it right. But I don't trust you to tell us if there was anything more. So that's an 11, 16. That's a 27.
27. Well, first things first, this as a question, but the 27, hang in the air. This is a question for Sydney, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you wish to be perceived?
If you don't, it's fine. I was just
Sure, you perceive me.
Okay. Now, are you, we have a role here. Are you trying to hide any of these feelings, Alona? First thing in the morning when everyone wakes up and starts about their morning routine.
That's a good question. Yes.
Okay. So what I need to know then, since you're going to hide these feelings, what's your deception bonus?
My deception bonus is an 11.
All right, it'd be a 21, and you rolled a 27. Is that what you said, Randy?
yeah.
Oh God.
So, Sydney, I need you to tell me the tale of the entire story that Randy/Lothier gets out of you first thing in the morning when he starts seeing your vibe
When he sees my vibe.
and how off it is. Yeah, pleasantly off.
Right. So Alona walks away from that exchange and just kind of like has a glow about her, literally. Actually literally is glowing.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit of like a golden aura just kind of like surrounding her. She's kind of like just got a little pep in her step. As you know, the subconscious embodiment of her goddess is kind of enveloping her. And Randy, I feel like you would know, because you have been embodying
That's what I was gonna
Adaraya
say. Yeah.
for the past century or so, and have some kind of strange thing with him. That her smile's different, just a little bit different.
Yeah. So Lothier is exiting his tent and he's just looking out. It's the sun's rising. It's nice and beautiful outside. But there is Alona trying to act like probably she's paying attention to something else. But there's a glow. And it's love. And he sees it. And it's this it's the same feeling he would get as when he was Adaraya, in just that moment of this is right. This is what should be. And he sees it and he's really excited. But he won't say anything. But he's happy for you. He just smiles and goes, looks like someone had a good evening. And then continues about his morning.
Now, therein lies the next question. It is the morning after all. What is everyone's morning routine? Some of you may know Morel's at this point. When he wakes up, he takes some items, goes off into the distance and prays to the morning sun. When he comes back, he does a whole beard routine, as is a big part of just his everyday culture. Tobias has one similar. Well, he goes off, does another prayer, comes back and actually shaves his face every morning to make sure it's super regimented, super disciplined. And with that, they are done. But what is your morning routine like? Now, I know it's been a while, but I think we definitely heard Alona's and Shinra's. I don't want to get those again, but let's put Lothier in the hot seat. This is the first time we got to see you have a morning routine after a campfire. What is the official, unofficial Mud Druid's morning routine?
So the Mud Druid wakes up and one of the first things he does is find some water to wash his face. As he washes his face and sort of the rest of his body, just like in whatever water, even if that's a canteen, he's just really thankful. He gets really clean. And then as soon as he's done drying off, like little specks of mud appear back on him. It's just part of who he is. And he's learned to accept it at this point. But he then goes and gives some extra water to the mushroom that he has inside of like a little, you know, I want to say it's like a giant mason jar that he keeps in his pouch with like a little biome for the little mushroom. And he gives it a nice little morning pep talk. He's just like, today's going to be a good day. You're going to be a good little mushroom and continue to grow big and strong. And like, I mean, his morning is mostly pretty chill. Like he is all about living life and living in that like, because he's out here learning and he's trying to learn how to be a better druid. But he's also not as regimented, I would say, as other druids. And like, he's not like practicing spells as accurately as he probably should. He's kind of just going about life and enjoying the beauty of nature. And that's what matters to him. So that's what his morning's about. Enjoying the sunrise, enjoying the storms. Like that is one thing I'll say, is regardless of the weather, he is enjoying it. And that can be weird because even if it's like pouring down rain and like sleet, he's like, oh, this is beautiful. I love it.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And absolutely go through your morning routine, taking in nature in all of its forms and energies and finding love and beauty in it. It's wonderful. You hear the Rock just go, Balderdash, I never thought I could ever see another day that would be more beautiful than yesterday. Lots of Rocky opinions, you know.
He's a little hard-headed.
Oh my god.
With that being said, Kylie, what is Shionibus's morning routine as the morning campfire is lit? Relit, I should say, because of course it was put out before everyone's bed. And as everyone starts their day.
I make my way over to a shady tree, probably by like a creek or a river or some kind of running water, to like find the most peaceful place and just sit under there. And I pull my hood up and go into the Dewat and just meditate in there as I'm watching souls pass by, along with giant scorpions and women with heads and bodies of birds.
Okay, absolutely. You do notice something very different. Maybe it's the time of the year, maybe it's the locale. As you put up the Dewat and go into this meditation, you see all those wonderful, beautiful things, but then you start noticing there's one. There's a few. There's a bunch. There's a massive one over there. You start seeing the ghosts of all the dragons, bestial. And from the upright bodies, the bipedal frames covered in scales, and some very personal faces, you see the divine dragons too that were killed in this war, walking around the Dewat at this intersection. One of them walking by looks at you, staring at you across the veil of death. What do you want, child of the Fae?
I'm going to slowly stand up and just kind of like Jurassic Park, kind of making sure like Blue doesn't attack him, kind of.
Just
It's a dinosaur.
But just like more calmly than that, and far more cool than that, first of all. And just, I was not expecting you to be here.
they look to you. Their body language was walking away, and they stop, turn to you, and they say, I never expected to die. I was a god once.
When did you die?
On the last day of the great fighting.
Cool. I was not expecting you to be in his domain. Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. Anubis, what the fuck? Okay. So where are you headed now?
Nowhere. I'm stuck in between death realms.
Stuck.
Yes.
Why can't you pass on?
It seems my father cursed me to be his child. And when I died, I was stuck in the death realm with him.
And your father is?
And for a second, he just leans back, raises his chin, a smile of arrogance smirking down at you. My father is Koramat, the rightful heir, the king in green, the wonderful ruler.
Yeah, wonderful ruler, but you're stuck here.
I am only stuck here temporarily.
Yeah, that's a long temporary.
Well, mind your tongue. Just because your gods aren't in this realm doesn't mean I can't send you to them.
I'd like to see you try.
He gets this awful like a child who's realized he can't win the argument, and he just kind of backs down a bit, and he starts to wander off.
I'm not gonna ask him his name. Fuck him. Oh my god. Okay. What did he look like? What kind of dragon did he look like?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. He has a series of bronzish looking scales that like a crystalline bronzenish color. Definitely very, very pretty, gorgeous scale notes. And again, kind of a bipedal human-esque form, but with other draconic and reptilian-esque features. If you want to, you can make a master difficulty society check. So a DC 30.
Yeet. Oh, I was so fucking close. That's a 28.
Oh,
So close.
2 away.
It's fine. Everything's fine. That's fine. You can be an asshole. That's fine. I'll be an asshole right back. Okay. Is he moving in the direction as like the rest of them? Like, can I see any particular direction they're going? Or are they all kind of just scattering on their own?
There's a kind of meandering. The ones with, of course, like the heads of birds, the body of women, they seem to know where they are and what they're doing. They have a lot more clarity in the Duat, but a lot of the people that have kind of bled into the Duat from other death realms absolutely friggin' lost. It's like this isn't even the place I'm supposed to go, and I'm dead. Why am I here? That kind of situation.
I'm going to. Can I talk to those birds / women?
Sure, absolutely.
I think because I'm the avatar, maybe I want to say I want to talk to them. I'm going to talk to them. I'm just going to lean over to some of them. I assume like some are like perched on walls and just watching, because that's what birds do. Keep an eye on them. Report to Report to me if you find anything interesting.
The women just kind of look around and they point to confirm that you mean one of the divine dragon people there.
She's gonna
Correct.
nod and just be like, all of them.
And as you do that, they turn to you and they bow and they proceed to move around the Duat.
And I'm going to take off my hood and have an oh shit moment. Jesus Christ.
When this is just a question for me. When you disappear, you just like blip out of existence, right? And then like you come back.
Yes?
Who's around you
Like
when you
PJ?
pop back up?
God, I really hope I scare the shit out of Tobias.
Yeah.
God. Or even Morel. To hear someone scream would just make her smile. And you know it would.
So yeah, you kind of become this kind of shadowy, ghostly figure because she does still kind of exist in this world too.
Okay.
She looks like a very scary, spoopy ghost person. But there's definitely like, if you're not looking for her, you won't see her until she takes it off, and also brink becomes very apparent. And you do see coming back with their like prayer stuff and and the sword and the shield, you see Tobias just looks, he goes, Azamat, asshole woman, you need to get a damn bell around your neck. I almost voided my entire bowels. Fuck you. And then he just walks off.
It's gonna be a good day. She's gonna walk towards the fire.
Morning.
All right. So next and certainly not least, rounding out the morning routines. I don't know what Alona is doing this morning for her morning routine.
Hello, she's a cleric. She's praying to her god, but this time instead of doing like, "Hello, Afra, thank you for everything," no. This time she gets down. She finds a sunlit area, grassy in the middle of nowhere. She gets down on her knees and she raises her hands to send her energy up to her god. And instead of going into her piety, she goes, "Oh my god, Afra, I kissed him. Why did I do that? Oh my god, I said I loved him. Afra, why did I do that? Oh my god."
You hear Afra coming back going, "Oh my god, girl, I saw that. That was amazing. Oh my god. Do you love him? Do you love him? Please tell me you love him. Do you love him? Oh my god, that was incredible."
Yes, of course I love him. Oh my god, why did you watch me?
Because I think, first of all, girl, get a goddamn bell around your neck. I don't know if I'm supposed to watch you or not.
That's you. You really like saying that, don't you, PJ?
It's a running gag at this point.
Okay. I don't know. Of course I love him. I love him so much. He's like the most sweetest, most beautiful, most kind, most talented, most funny, most cute, most handsome, most goddamn he's hot, most best fighter. He's great. And he's wonderful. And I'm so happy. And it's so weird because you've been watching me my whole life. I've never dated anybody or kissed anyone ever.
Yeah. No, I saw. And hey, you know what? He's also a great oil wrestler, which, girl, if you have not seen, let me tell you.
I can't right now. I can't.
I mean, you could. I mean, you absolutely could. You should. Let me put it this way. If you go back to Acadia with him, you should definitely tune into the championships.
I will die. I don't think my heart could handle it, Afra. I don't think it could.
Oh, I'll put in a few words of Adaraya. Make sure that heart's like double stocked, and you'll be fine. It's great. It's fine, girl.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh no. Lothier just spent a bunch of time in the body of Adaraya.
Oh, he knows.
No! What do you mean?
So I'm saying this because I love you and because you're my favorite. You're like a book right now, and everyone is just loving the story they're reading. It is so cute.
No, Afra, you have to help me. What if Dragon finds out? He'll never let it go.
Honey, I have a feeling that Dragon probably has known longer than you have.
Well, I know he knew. I mean, he wouldn't have asked Morel how he felt about me in the zone of truth if he didn't know. I mean, Dragon was trying to set us up from the beginning. Dragon and Lothier. We had a whole episode about it. But
Just fourth wall, shatter.
but I don't but I don't know how to I don't know where I don't know what to do from here.
Yeah, that's the best part. I mean, if you knew exactly everything you were supposed to do and how to do it, you think it would be special, fun, exciting? Do you want to follow a manual or do you want to follow your heart?
That was pretty good.
Thanks, I'm a goddess. You know what they say.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am.
Thanks for talking with me about this.
Of course. Look, you're the one I chose to go out and find my avatar. And even besides that, you're kind of a cool chick. So, do what you gotta do. He's cute. And he's like that kind of dumb where he's never gonna like do anything dumb.
I can't wait to tell Shiona this.
Oh my goodness. Yes. You should go do that. I want to watch. I mean, I'm going to. You can't stop me. But I want to watch.
Do you not have anything else? You got a lot of stuff you have to do, right? No? Just watch me all day?
I mean, I'm omnipotent. Yeah. I can do this and other things.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, I mean, it gets the agenda like done really quickly.
Well, I'd like to have some free time every once in a while, not have to constantly worry about being murdered by assassins, saving the world, or anything else.
You'll get there one day. Yeah, you will. Yeah. Girl, blink and it's going to be all over and everything will just be looking back. The only thing you'll be looking forward to is even more unknown, but with less assassins.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, keep doing your thing. You make me so proud. I feel like you're so close to figuring out this whole situation with the demigod nonsense with the avatar. We're getting there.
Am I?
I don't know. Find him.
Okay.
Find the dumbass. He's out there somewhere. She's out there.
Oh.
There somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not going to presume. I didn't make him.
I'll keep looking.
And have a good breakfast.
Who's making breakfast?
I don't know. That's your thing.
Lothier's making. It's gonna be a great breakfast.
Oh, I am using all of Dragon's like beef jerky.
Yes.
Yes.
So, as she fades from your mind, you hear Minerva got the mimosas. Girl, it's a brunch day, and she vanishes from your connection.
And so, yeah, you just take some of this beef jerky and you just like stew it a little bit.
Oh,
And then you got like this breakfast like food. It's a delicacy I hear in New Jack City.
how long has that jerky been in his bag?
Oh, I don't ask the questions because I don't need to know. Because
Okay.
I don't know if I want to know, honestly.
Right.
But if you cook it long enough,
Mhm.
germs are gone. So there's that.
Mm.
Most of them, at least half, right?
It's got to be at least half, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Beggars can't be choosers, and I'm not going hunting unless I have to. So anyway, breakfast is up. Oh, is that Alona? Oh, howdy.
Morning.
Hi.
Welcome to breakfast, lazy head.
I wasn't lazy. I was praying. That's different.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you were.
Why are you looking at her like that?
Oh, nothing. Just I was just saying, Alona, thank you for doing the shift last night. It was very kind of you. I mean,
Yeah.
we also did a shift, but Alona is our healer. Why should she have to, stay
I mean,
up?
I can cover her shift too if we need to. I can take all watches. I don't mind.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying
sleep much
thank
anyway
you. I'm
anymore.
sorry. I'm bad
I'm
at
just
this.
saying. I'm just saying. I don't sleep much anymore, so like I can take another shift. I
Well,
don't care.
thank you too, as well. That's why I'm making breakfast.
Very
You
nice.
want some? It's beef jerky stew, breakfast stew. I don't know what that is, but there you go.
I would love some. Does it use Dragon squirrel jerky?
Nope.
Absolutely.
Nope. It does not.
Oh,
Nope.
oh,
I caught something this morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is the fastest jerky this side of New Jack City.
Yep.
Was
That
It
is
was
a
some
true
weird-
statement because no one's making jerky over on this side of New Jack City.
Yeah. It was some weird like mutation animal. It looked like part squirrel, part rabbit. It was weird.
Regardless, a growing girl like you should eat a healthy helping. I wonder where that morale is. He needs to eat too.
Oh yeah, I just scared the shit out of Tobias, but I hadn't seen Morale.
well, after shift last night, I think he maybe went for a walk, or maybe he's still praying. I
You
don't
know what?
know.
I'll take him his breakfast. If you could just make
No,
sure
no,
this
no,
doesn't.
no. I can do that.
No, I got it. And I walk away with some
Yes.
breakfast for morale.
You guys are acting weird.
Hmm. Well, that might be because I did kiss Morel last night.
I'm sorry, what? I think I have some like charcoal from the Duat still stuck in my ear. What?
Well, I thought maybe that it was time to address how we both were feeling, because after Dragon,
Stole his clothes.
what?
Oh. Continue.
Well, you
I'm so sorry to
broke
interrupt.
Sydney. Yeah.
Continue, Alana.
Well, after Dragon asked Morel how he really felt about me in the zone of truth,
Right.
essentially, I thought it would be smart to address how we both were feeling, and well, we both confirmed that we that we I don't know what's happening. I don't know why to say this. That we love
You'll
each
get there
other.
eventually. Oh, whoa.
What did you say?
I said you'd get there eventually, and you got there. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I'm very happy for you. Very, very happy. I'm very proud that you took that very big step, and look at you go.
That's it.
Do you want me to say more?
I don't know.
Like this is a big step. That's awesome. Saying you love someone is like
Well,
a really big thing.
I was wondering if you had any advice.
Alona, do you really want to take advice from someone who doesn't know where one person that she likes is and has run away from her recent, not so recent engagement? I think I'm the last person who should be giving you advice.
But you've been in love before, right?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But I can tell you this. One, it feels like you're constantly wanting to throw up everywhere. And it is magical all at once. So enjoy it. It should last forever, and I hope it does. And whatever advice you need, whether it's my awful love advice, which really you should never talk to me about because I have terrible, terrible advice when it comes to that. I'll be here to help however I can.
Thanks, Gio.
Doesn't matter how terrible it is or how dumb he can be sometimes, but I'll help where I can, and I'll try to help him plan nice stuff too, because Lord, God knows he needs it.
Alona's gonna hug you.
I'll hug her back and just like pat her back. I'm like, okay.
What's up, Randy?
I've got one thing at the end of all this. Oh, are we good?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you guys
yeah,
hug? So, from a little tent, just a little bit on the other side, you hear, "You think they what?" And it's Dragon, and he just starts marching over. Now, Dragon can retcon that when he's back, when Wes is back, but that's where I want to give him that in because I know he's gonna want it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's amazing. That's absolutely
Oh
incredible.
my God. And as we hear the potentially yet to retcon or not sentence from Dragon, this is where we're going to end episode 36 of Edge of Legend. Let's do a quick say our goodnights and our goodbyes, starting with Randy. Randy, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Randy Alvarenga. You can follow me on Twitter at Roller Raja. That's ROLLERRAJA to find out all the really exciting projects. I have a lot coming up in October. So if you keep an eye out, you'll be able to see maybe 3 or 4 things that I have going on. So come check it out.
Yeah. Next up, we got Kylie. Kylie, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life all over the internet, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. When I'm not here on Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am over on World Tree Quest, where we are doing a 5e D&D campaign, where my wedding might be coming up soon, or the end of the world. Who can say? Yeah, who can say? Also, I have a lot of big things coming up in October as well. This weekend, I am at HorrorCon in LA. I'll be performing. So if you want to stop on by, that'd be a pretty cool time. It is Saturday and Sunday, starting at 1 p.m. I think the doors open. Tickets are $30. It's going to be a great time. If you love Midsummer Scream, you'll love this one just as much. It's going to be a fantastic time, and I will be having some content coming out third week of October. Yeah. So like keep an eye out for that.
Is this TikTok or?
This is, TikTok and Instagram.
Ooh, okay. Sounds really exciting. Sydney, you're up next. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Oh, hello. My name is Sidney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. The month of October and like right now, on the weekends, I will be in the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride as a scare actor. I will be reprising my role as Miss Midnight Falls, the beauty queen of the town, who is really fucked up in the face, but very nice. And so if you're interested in that, please come see it. And there is a project on the horizon. It might be starting by the end of October. It might be starting beginning of November. Either way, it's going to be really cool. So check my socials for whenever that is going to come out. And yeah, that's all from me right now.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's just down to little old me. Before I get into what I'm going to say, I want to once again thank Ryan Omega for being our amazing TD. This is the second time they're TDing today. Thank you so much for showing up. So this show could happen today, it means the world. Thank you so much. So my name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at PJ. Megaw, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You can find me on Pathfinder. And when I'm not here with these amazing legends for Edge of Legend, Wednesday 8 to 11, you can see me here Monday for Wayward Arcadium. Same that time, same that channel, 8 to 11. Parents' Day 2 is going to be happening, and there's a lot of drama with the family. So if you like family drama, come check out that episode. After that is who knows? So there's a lot of things, really cool announcements and things happening. We'll let you know, and I'll let you know as we can. But here's the thing that we can let you know right now. Next week, and for a whole month, we're going to have to say goodbye to Dragon come walking up to Alona asking about what happened the night before, because starting next week and for 4 weeks, you are returning to Daltonshire. That's right. If you were here for our year 1 Halloween spectacular, we're bringing it back, baby, for a whole month of Halloween starting next week. It's Daltonshire all over again. We have some amazing guests, including our amazing TD for the evening, Ryan Omega, and a few other names that you may have seen on our one-shots for charity, such as Aki Benson and Zakaya, but also some others from Queen's Court Games. Finn, who is going to be involved in the thing that they're telling you about to happen later in the month, so check out for that, as well as Urahime from the amazing Initiative Order and other things, including her amazing cosplays. All these more, I think we're going to have the announcements on socials as well coming pretty soon. I'm very excited about it. So if you're ready for a terrifying Halloween month, come celebrate with us for the next 4 weeks. And until then, I'll see you same net time, same net channel here for Edge of Legend. Big shout out to Paul Dances for rating us, because we love rating you, but now I have to choose another person to raid. I don't know who to raid. I'm going to, speaking of scary, I think I'm going to raid Darling Creepshow. They do a lot of really cool spoopy stuff, and it looks like right now they're playing Cyberpunk 2077. No, wait, I lied. I'm going to do Insomnia Nights, because they're actually playing Dungeons & Dragons. So let's go raid. What should a raid call be, everyone?
I know. It should be girl, you should, or girl, you should, or could, whatever it was.
Girl, you should.
Girl, you
That was my favorite line from your god. By the way, that was hilarious.
Oh, I'm so
It
glad
can
I
be
love that.
anything. That was just mine.
All right. Well, I think in honor Randy, we should definitely have it be like some variation of "girl you could" or "girl you should." And there we go. This is the channel we're about to raid is intended for mature audiences, so you better not be a freaking baby about it.
Oh,
What?
I'm a baby.
I
Well,
was gonna say
I am
Sydney.
baby.
so let me go back to the thing and see if it's all done. Yeah, all right. We're gonna be raiding in 3, 2, 1.
Goodbye.